Hi there, greetings. This is Don Pryor with Short Sound Bites, talent on loan from the mob. Since we're talking finance, we're actually talking stocks today. We're going to look at one particular company, Abraxas Petroleum Corp. Again, I've done some things on politics, but also want to get into more of the business world and provide my listeners with simple information. Basically, this company, as we know, the oil industry has taken a large hit and has not been very profitable of late unless you're the Exxon Mobils of the world and BP, and even those companies have struggled. So, Abraxas Petroleum Corp, they're on the NASDAQ. That's AXAS. Looking at the company statement and what they're all about, I'll give you a brief description. Looking at Google Finance. Basically, Abraxas Petroleum Corporation is an independent energy company. The company is engaged in the acquisition, exploration, development, and production of oil and gas. The company's estimated net proved reserves are approximately 43.2 million barrels of oil equivalents, which is MMBOE, of which over 38% are classified as proved developed. Approximately 71% are oil and natural gas liquids, NGLs they call them. Approximately 95% of which of the NGLs are on a PV-10 basis and are operated by the company. So they're talking about the reserves, a lot of mumbo jumbo. If you want to be good in oil, you're going to have to do your homework. Learn, and let's take a brief look at some of the company's numbers, key stats that we have. The company's net profit margin was for 2016 a negative 170%. So these guys are losing a lot of money just operating. Quarter four, they were at a net profit margin of negative 24%. So they had improved, not losing as much money. They actually had a negative operating margin for all of 2016 at 129% loss, a negative 129% loss. But in quarter four of December 16, they turned it around where the operating margin was much better at 16.39%. They have 109 employees. They're based out of San Antonio, Texas, right here in the United States. And company's market cap, if we want to look at how big this company is, it's about 307 million. So it's a fairly small market cap. The volume has been around, averaging around 2.6 million shares traded per day. Right now, as we speak, it's at $2.03 a share. 52-week range of 89 cents to 2.99. And so let's get back to the description of the company and what they're all about. The company's net daily production is approximately 5,970 barrels of oil equivalent per day. That's BOEPD, barrels of oil equivalent per day. You just learned something new from listening to my show. Of which 77% is oils or liquids. The company's oil and gas assets are also located in three operating regions: the Rocky Mountain, the Permian Basin, the onshore Gulf Coast, and the company's properties are in the Rocky Mountain regions, are located in Williston Basin of North Dakota and Montana, and in Green River, Powder River, and the Uinta Basins of Wyoming and Utah. So these guys are out there in quite many different regions. I'm not endorsing to buy this stock, and I'm not suggesting to short it. I'm just letting people know a little bit about the market out there in the United States, the kind of businesses we have. I know some people, they are just disgusted by oil companies, and that's understandable. Many people want to go to solar, but also, the transition. The geniuses of our world need to figure out how we're going to transition into solar. How are these people who put their money into oil and assets into oil production or gas production, how are they going to shift to solar? Okay, we have some answers. You can't just say, oh, they go bankrupt. That's nobody's going to support that. So new technology, ways for government to compensate companies that switch their fields, that switch what they do, might be alternatives to continual reliance on fossil fuels. Everything from producing our own oil from something that doesn't take up fossil fuels, using solar power to actually generate types of oils. That's kind of going in the reverse, right? I mean, that's what the universe does. What do we get? Pressure and sunlight and heat and pressure and all, whatever. I've mentioned that help develop oils in the ground for us over billions of years or whatever the time frame is. I'm not a geologist. But anyways, that is Abraxas Petroleum Corporation. They're on the NASDAQ as AXAS. Telling on loan from a bond, probably a bond, not the mob bond, but whatever. Any money you ever probably borrowed or anything that you're handling is probably tied somehow to the financial markets, right? Unless well, never mind. Let's end it here. You have a great day. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.